refine our mind, is to begin to prepare us, for the future, is to begin to position us, just like Otumba was saying, as people who can solve problems. I have a couple of teenagers at home, and I told them, I don't care the course that you want to do, but just have a problem-solving mindset. And when you solve problems, people will pay you. The world will reward you for solving problems. So if you don't have a destination, if you don't know where you are going, you can't be talking about facing resistance. And we are talking about resilience when you are facing resistance. So what do you do to ensure that this destination that you are going to, you are able to achieve it? So for example, very simple one, I want to get out of this room, right? So that's my purpose. And then everywhere is choked. But I must get out of the room because I want to achieve something. So what will I begin to do? I begin to find the easiest path. I begin to shove, I begin to push, I begin to do all that I need to do, or I begin to persuade people. And that's the process of, weathering the opposition that you face in being able to get to the destination. So for me, there must be a purpose. You can't sit here, you don't know where you are going, you don't know your career objective. You can't be talking about resilience. So I think I will hang it there.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So if you just pass over the mic next to Mr. Gloville.
All right. Good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here this morning to talk to you all. Just piggybacking off what he has just said, vision is very important for every person, whether you're young, whether you're old. As long as you're old enough to have dreams, you are old enough to visualize yourself where you want to be, right? But I find in my experience so far that anybody can have vision. Like, I can ask you, when we were young, they always asked us, what do you want to become in the future? When I was young, I wanted to become an ambassador, right? Because I liked the sound of the name, like ambassador of Nigeria to US. I didn't even know what it meant then, but the sound of that name. So I could easily answer the question that I had a vision for myself, but was that really a vision if I didn't understand what I was even talking about, right? As I grew older, I started to develop love for the arts, right? I wanted to become an actor. So somehow, JAMB gave me theater arts in OAU, right? It wasn't planned, but somehow it was something I loved, but I found myself studying theater arts. But today, I'm a marketing professional, 10 years experience. How did I move from that to this? And that has taught me that, look, you can tell yourself that you have a vision. If you have not created that process in your mind of how to move from dreams to reality, you have not started, right? And there are two critical things I always tell everyone I talk to that can take you from your dreams to reality. And they are the easiest things to do, but also the hardest things to do. And I bring them down to two things: discipline and work ethic. Right? And if you look at some of the things that we're going to be talking about today, we're talking about resilience, we're talking about building employability skills, we're talking about career growth. You can't achieve resilience or build any important skill or transferable skill or even grow your career if you do not have the right discipline and if you do not develop the right work ethic. And work ethic is one thing I see that is very missing in a lot of young people today, right? A lot of seniors here, right, who are seated with me, they grew under certain conditions that just made it important for you to grow by your work ethic. How important is it? How important do you take your work? Our work ethic does not even start when you start working. It starts from your university, from school. How important solutions provider, you become valuable. If you're a habitual, man of vision, you become a big entrepreneur. So what I want everybody to do, if you don't take anything out of here today, is to say, do I have the right work ethic? You can build it. Do I have the right discipline? You can build it. How much time do you spend on social media? How much time do you spend chasing frivolities, really? You just need to determine, how do I, apportion my time the right way to build the right skills that will make me become the next valuable person in the room. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for those inputs. So from ambassador to marketing what? Marketing communication now today. Maybe we'll ask him after, what next? All right. So let me take it from that point, okay. Dr. Ofem. So I'm sure today what you do is you are responsible for looking for this Center for Gender Response and of those prevention and all of those stuff, right? Thank you. I'm sure this is not what you studied in the university, Abby? Or is there a course like that in LASU? Okay, so this, I'm sure, is part of growth. You started somewhere, today you are here, and you are managing this position in an institution. How did you get here?
Okay, thank you very much. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I want to say, starting from the theme of this program, building. Building requires a lot of effort. It requires conscious effort. It requires a lot of work. So when we are talking about building resilience, it's something that you must involve yourself in. Let me take it back practically from a personal experience. When I was growing up, like Mr. Benga was saying, everybody, you know, we have what we call the legacy parent. Mommy is a doctor, daddy is a doctor, you want your child to be, and they program you into being that. So all the while, I want to become a medical doctor. I wrote JAM the first time. I didn't meet this call. And daddy said, look, you are a girl, and time does not wait for anyone. Why don't you, all your WAEC results, I had A1 in economics, I had A2 in chemistry. Okay, just go and do industrial chemistry. Do it very quickly. I spent 4 years in the university. The industrial chemistry was very, very interesting. I want to actually say I'm what I am today because of the skills. I built the critical skills, thinking, your ability to sit in the laboratory for 48, 72 hours, building, manufacturing, one thing or the other, was very, very interesting. Good as that may be, when I finished, my career started very much with the public service. I came, there was an opportunity for somebody to contest for councillorship in my local government. And then it was an all-men field. You know, a woman was coming in, and for me, I'm also a Christian, not just the church-going type. So we had issues where political fathers would say, this one is SU. She will not know how to call white black. I will not know how to. There were those challenges, but I made up my mind, I'm going to contest this election without compromising who I am. And when they saw that, let's give a woman a chance. And that was how I won my election, I won my opponent. Then it was the Second Republic, SDP, NRC. I was in Abiola's party. I won my opponent, landslide. Shortly after that, when people saw your hard work, your results that you are being produced, I went again. I became the vice chancellor, the vice chairman of the local government for 3.5 years until